Hey guys, what's up? Back with another video for the car. And so what I'm going to be trying to do here is I figured that this is already going to become a series for this game. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be trying to buy a different car for every video and then hooking it up, trying to make it look right. I already have some cars that I had already fixed, like this 86 right here. I already fixed them up and I kind of like the way they look, so I don't want to mess with them too much. However, on one of the other videos, if you guys saw, I made a 350Z for drifting, and I did like kind of like a my interpretation of kind of like a Joker, the Joker from Batman, his car, which was like a purple and green type of look. I went to the vinyl editor and I added some stuff to it, and did it a few different ways. I didn't like some of them, and for that car, it ended up being that less is more. Like the less stuff you put on it, the better it looks. So I wanted to show you guys really quickly how that car came out because I feel that it came out really, really good for it not having too much on it. So I put this powered by haters in the back. Super simple, just little small stuff. And then you got this right here, tire killer on the exhaust, just because it's right next to the back tire. And then I decided that the colors that are on this plus the colors that the car gives off, that purple turning into green, just goes perfectly with this face right here. And to me, because it's on the both sides, I was trying to put it in the middle, but it just wouldn't work out. It just looked horrible. But what I wanted to do was kind of wrap it around to give that huge like Joker smile, like the one that the typical Joker, that huge just grin that he has. The why so serious kind of look is what I wanted to go here, and then I was gonna write that up here with just some letters and stuff like that. But every time that I did anything else other than this, the car just didn't look good anymore. It took away from the body of the car and the way that the paint was done and the way that the rims complement the paint job. So I was like, you know what? On this car, less is more, because every single time that I did it, I would go back and leave it like this, and I would just kind of stare at it. And I just really truly enjoyed the way this looked. And so I took it on the track to race, and as soon as I took it out there, I just pulled over to the side and kind of parked. And I just wanted to see people's reactions to it, to see what people thought, if it was cool or not. I see a lot of times on the comments on the side, people write like, "Oh, nice car," "Love that paint job," or "Is that a sticker pack?" or something like that. And I took this car out there, and I took it out there, and then all of a sudden it turned into a car show. And I wish I could have been recording, but I just wasn't recording because I was just literally trying to do this so I didn't have to do like a super long video trying to figure out how to do vinyl, which I'm still kind of learning, but I have the basics of it down. Um, so I did this, and right away people brought out their cars, and then all of a sudden one guy volunteered to be the judge, so he started going around and then uh, looking at all the cars and kind of saying everything about the cars or whatever. And I got second place, so I was really excited about it because I was like, "That's fucking awesome!" On the first car that I attempt to put vinyl and stuff on it, it looked so good to everybody that they gave me second place. And I think a lot of that had to do just with the paint. Oh my god, just with the paint job itself. I think the paint job is what sold the car, and then throwing these graphics on it just kind of sealed it. And the only thing that I had on there that I thought was awesome was that a few of the people complained about the person that got first place, and even the guy in first place said that he'll take the win, but that he feels like my car should have been first place because this was something that I made, and his car apparently was from a vinyl pack that you can buy. So he just literally slapped the stickers on the car, and then he put different rims that what it comes with, and that's literally all he did. He said, "Yeah, I just put different rims on it. I didn't do anything else but that." So I was like, "Cool." So I got second place, not bad. But if it was like a custom build one or whatever, I would have got first. So I thought that was pretty cool for the first time around. I also love the community on here. There's not a lot of people on here all the time, but when there is, people are super awesome and they kind of talk to one another. If you're drifting, that's a whole different thing because people will, cuss each other out when you mess up their lines. But other than that, the community is pretty damn good. And so I like that a lot. And it just makes me love the game even more. I wish they would add a feature on here to be able to do like a voice chat, to be able to talk with the people. That think that'll be freaking awesome too. But I think, for the game and what it is and everything like that, I think doing that will probably and have to they would have to redo a lot of the game for that to work. So what they did was they had a Discord, and you could just go to Discord, you put the name of your lobby, and then activate voice chat. People join to that. But I was like, I don't want to go to the hassle of doing all that. But in the future, I might do it anyways, just so that I can get. Apparently, there's special rooms that you go in there that are locked that won't even show up on the screen, and people join them, and you'll actually race, and you'll have people that are on there that are viewing, and they'll spectate one specific person, and that person's going to be kind of spectating everybody else. I'm not sure exactly. From when I was reading it, it looked like it was broken down English, so I'm assuming it's someone from somewhere else, and they were using their best English to kind of explain it. So what it looks like is they're going to have one person spectating, and he's going to do the judging for everything, as far as the drifting and the lines, and they'll tell you what lines you have to run and stuff like that. So that might be something that I do. Still to this day, I haven't done any tandems or anything like that with anybody. Not official ones. I've run next to people, but never legit tandem or anything like that. I also want to try different tracks. So this is the one that I decided to do the vinyl graphics on, but this is not the last one. I believe that the last one that we worked on. I don't remember if it was the muscle car, but I know that I have the muscle car one out also. So I'm thinking we're gonna get another car. I do have 2.3 million right now, so I'll be able to kind of get something that's a little bit more on the pricey side. So I wanted to kind of see what they have here and what car to get and everything like that. But um I don't want to get something super expensive, like none of this stuff right now, just because if I buy it, then I won't have enough to fix anything on it. And I still want to be able to buy like the engine pack. And typically, when you buy these cars that are super expensive, the engine packs for them are ridiculous as well. So I thought, out of all these, kind of, what do I want to try, And I kept kind of going to this one because it's another car from Initial D, and I just really like the cars that they had there. And I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. Ah, excuse me. All right. So, um, I thought, like, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna actually? You know what? Wait, because I don't want to touch my wheel after I just sneeze. Because I have my son that from time to time wants to come in here and play. DJ, you guys probably know the YouTube videos, some of the Facebook stuff, and everything when I stream. He comes in here and he plays. We don't record it because it's just one wheel, so it'd be weird. And I'd be sitting in here, be moving around in this little area. But he plays, and I have my smaller son, my youngest son. He likes coming in here and messing with the wheel, so I don't want my hands after I just sneeze touching them. So sorry. So I thought about that, and then I thought about this right here. I think this is a Nissan too, but they're all kind of labeled different stuff, different names or whatever. So I believe this is, and I'm probably gonna get this wrong because I'm not a big Nissan fan. The only one that I really know of is like the Fair Ladies, because I own the 280 280ZX Turbo. It was a 86. It's an older one, but it was a big V6 twin turbo one. I had that. That's the only Nissan I've ever owned. And then the Godzilla, the Skylines, because it's the fucking Skyline, everybody knows about them. But all the other ones I don't know that well, and I want to say that this is maybe 240 or a 280, one of those two with the number twos or something like that. I'm not too sure. I thought this one. I thought of maybe this one. I was also looking at some of these other ones. I believe this is supposed to be the Subaru ones, the ones that everybody was making that body style. I believe Hyundai has one that's similar to that style, the Genesis, I think it's what it is. And then Toyota came one. It was a TC series or whatever. Their Scion, not TC, the Scion. They had one that was like this, and then Subaru had one that was like, everybody made the same shit. And then I thought BMWs, but BMWs, like, I know these fuckers can slide. Like, I've seen these fuckers slide. I've actually, when I in my wagon, I've actually got next to some of these, and they hear the exhaust of my car, and right away they want to mess around. So I know these fuckers are quick, and I know that if you turn traction control on something that's that quick, you're gonna slide that ass around. So I kind of want to do something like that. But I kept looking. Pretty much the point I'm trying to get to is I think what I'm gonna do is, even though I wanted to start off at the very bottom, kind of something more pricey, I think what I'm gonna do is just gonna go on here. Like, I redid this one not that long ago. It was really short on the video. Didn't really do too much. I just moved some of the wheels and stuff like that. So I'm thinking I'm just gonna go down the line and fix these up. And this is a wheelie car, so this is probably gonna be left alone. But I might just change it. This is actually a ridiculous looking car. It is literally, because of how bouncy it is, you could just pop a wheelie with it. And I don't remember exactly how to do that, or I would try to show you, but it would waste too much time. So this one's already done. Like I said, we made a small video, a really short part of a video, not even of dedicated video to it. So I think what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go down the line. We're gonna get this one. This is one of the ones that we got, and it was like completely stock. We didn't do nothing to it. We just started right away trying to drift it, because the car actually, for what we thought, it actually drifted pretty good, but it was because we were just learning how to play. So I also thought that what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna go here. See, it doesn't have nothing. So it's stock. I think I'm gonna go on the track, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to slide it around as much as we can the way it is. And then I'm gonna, put an engine in it, put a tune in it, as much as you could actually tune it, and then we're gonna go ahead and set it up for drifting, and then we're gonna see how big of a difference it is and all that. So I think that's probably the best way to do this, kind of fair, so you can see how the car is beforehand and afterwards. Because some cars, like the Mustangs and stuff like that, like those BMWs, they have so much power that I'm pretty sure if you know how to control the car good, that you would just be able to slide this fucker all over the place. And why does this thing sound like a goddamn diesel? That's such a weird sound. Such a weird sound. Oh, it is not it's probably not the camera angle I want to be in. Oh, this is, yeah, this doesn't have much power at all. Wow. I don't think if I was to put it up to third gear, this thing would be able to do anything, but listen to me. Yeah, so yeah, even with e-braking and trying to get the power up, it just won't do it. This doesn't have it. And now if I could actually use my shifter as a shifter, I might be able to get away with a little bit more. But I'm gonna have to bring it down to second gear. You can kind of get it to go off of yeah, you can kind of get it to start going, but it just doesn't have the power to keep it. You can see that it's struggling just to get up to 50 miles an hour. Jesus. Yeah, I'm trying to do that. The pause method, where you pull the handbrake down enough to make the back tires completely lock up, and then that way you'll get it to slide. But this thing, even then, even you have to hold it down for such a long time that even once you let go, you still don't have enough. So let me see at a higher speed. You know what? We're gonna go into this little section right here. And we're going to see if we can even make it go in a circle. In a circle right here. So Alright, so it will drift, but when you look at the speed that I'm doing and the angle that I'm getting, not even getting much of an angle. And if you crank the wheel heavy, it just kills the car. Yeah. Alright, so this car is... Alright, so there's gonna be some work that we need to do to that to get that to work right. Oh, I'm getting it. You guys cramping my arm. Alright, so let's go in here. Let's go to the engines. Wow, that's fucking affordable. So you go from 121 horsepower and 137 torque, I guess, or what is this? Yeah, torque. That's, I mean, it doesn't weigh shit though. Can you make that so it could show? No, I was gonna see if you could make it so that it would show pounds instead of kilograms, but fine. Alright, so let's go in here. 303. We want everything. Alright. So now, you know what? Let's go try it out just with the difference in power. No, not changing any setups or the gearing or anything. Just literally what that upgrade alone will do. Oh, right away you can hear it. Look at that. Actually didn't even... These cars are pretty damn good if all you gotta do is fucking just add power to them, which makes sense because they don't weigh anything, so you wouldn't need a whole lot of power to kind of get these to really move. But that alone is already pretty damn crazy. So I can imagine once I give the wheels some more angle and put some wider tires in the back so they can really grip. I mean, look at that. That's actually fucking impressive. Like, this is another reason why I wanted to do this, because I feel like some of the cars I move a lot of the stuff on them and then I have to backtrack, and if I knew what the car could do on its own before I started messing with it, that would probably save me a lot of trouble of trying to figure out what the car actually needs. Yeah, I've locked up the back tires and it just went right into it, slid right in. And I love entering turns like that. It looks so cool when the back tires just completely freeze, and but you're still sliding, you know? And the thing with that is that you don't slide forward or backwards. You go straight when you do it. So a lot of the times, like I was saying in one of the other videos, if you mess up your entrance in a corner and you turn it too soon, and you're already like, oh, I turned too soon, I'm gonna mess it up. If you hold that angle with however you're doing it, just hold it, and then lock those back tires up, you'll literally slide straight the few extra feet that you need to clear it to be able to fucking save your entrance. This is not bad at all. I mean, it's not going all that fast, but it feels good. I didn't even need to do it there because it completely threw me off. But yeah, this is good. This is one of those cars I believe that people actually use a lot to drift too, right? Because it's like the older ones or whatever, they're like affordable, and because of that, because the engine's pretty good, all you gotta do is like supercharger or turbocharger, and then instantly like the car just becomes like a whole new beast or whatever. I want to say I've seen a bunch of videos like on YouTube and stuff on these cars. I want to say on Mighty Car Mods, I saw one where they did, I I want to say it was these cars, and they did one that was turbocharged, and they did one that was supercharged, and they were both like bolt-on kits or something like that. And they were just showing like how doing that completely changes this car from what it is stock to what it is with those kits. So this is pretty good. So we're gonna back out. We're gonna back out. We're gonna go ahead and gonna move some stuff around. I'm gonna give it more power, but I'm gonna try to remember where everything's at. That way, if I screw it up because I give it too much power for what it is, I'll be able to take it back down. 329, 55, 78. All right. So what does it do when you crank it? It's not a whole lot more, so it's not that bad. This actually helps it. There's no need to really do that because the torque keeps going up, so it actually probably opened it up and give it more RPM. Oh, that's almost 400. That's pretty crazy for a little car like that. It doesn't really weigh shit. That's pretty damn crazy. It's probably gonna end up being having to driven in fourth, but see. All right, so we're gonna put this up. No, not what I wanted to do. I'm gonna lift the car up, put some wheels. Well, it's pretty much what I was gonna do anyways. Just because I want to be able to actually see under the car for this, so that I can see the 39. 255 is probably in the front. Take the down on the back. What the? The profile just put thinner tires on it, just because I've always liked the way that looks. And then as far as we can go in, so these are obviously gonna have to come down. It's probably gonna end up being 255s all the way around. Pattern 2. Yeah, God, I'm gonna have to change the angle of those tires too, because they're doing the V pattern instead of the A pattern. All right, well, and then these are gonna be cambered, so it's not gonna be that big of a deal. This is my go-to Goodyear. These are gonna have to come down. Oh, let me do 280, 285, and then when we lower it right now, we'll see what we really have to do, because the wheels are actually gonna come down too. That's not the size of rim we're gonna keep on this thing. I'm just trying to see where it's gonna cut out on the body. See all this? So now I know where it's gonna cut out. And actually, now that it's lowered, it has the A shape. I think it had the V shape because it was so high up in the air. So that this is fine. That angle's fine. Let me go back here. You could actually tuck those wheels in if you make them skinny as shit. But we're not gonna do that because I want some meat. I'm gonna take down the rim size. '20s to match, which I could probably get away with bigger ones in the front, just because of how it is. But it all depends, because once we turn the wheel, that how it cuts in. And I'm pretty sure I can probably get rid of that by oh, that's gonna look ridiculous. Absolutely. But yeah, it just cuts in just a hair, so we might go like 18s in the front, or I might take down the width a little bit just to kind of see. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to take them down. Probably let's try 19s. Maybe it'll let us get away with a 19. Well, 19, and then we'll take the width down a little bit more. I'm willing to go down to 200 on the width. That's not that bad. It rubs. Obviously, it rubs. It would fucking in real life destroy your fucking shit up, but it's still a game, and I still want it to look decent. So we're gonna go ahead and leave it like that. All this is actually fine because yeah, that's good. Wheels are nice and big, so that when we slap whatever rims we end up putting on there. Oh man, that front looks nice. I hope they have some nice body kits for this. This car, I've seen this car with so many different looks to it. It's just crazy. And there's some looks that I probably on any other car I would fucking not want to see it ever on this. On I was like, oh, that looks horrible. But then they do those same things to this little fucking car, and it just looks nice. Like I've even seen people that do the Cars theme on them, like the what's his name, Lightning McQueen on these, and they look fucking awesome. Like they even have the thing where they open up, and at the bottom of it has a really small strip, and it's super bright LEDs. But the other half is the eyeball, and they actually kind of move. I don't know if they get those custom made or if they sell them for the car, but it's fucking cool. All right, let's go test drive this thing. Pretty sure this is no longer going to be third. It's probably going to be a fourth gear. The only bad thing about this testing, and I've said it before, I think on almost all the videos, is that the cars don't function the same way they do on here. Is if you were to just go to this actual track and test it, the car handles completely different. Holy crap, that's fucking fast. Holy shit. I like this. Hopefully it handles somewhat the same once I go to the actual track. And we are gonna do the regular one that we do, the regular track that we do, but we are gonna go to a few other tracks. So I'm hoping that this car can handle those other tracks, because it'll be ashamed if I can't really use it the way I want to. So let's see what they got here. All right, this really looks like it does shit. Is that a tow hook up there? Looking cool. Ooh, like that. That kind of reminds me a little bit of kind of like the front end of the RX-7. Like it gives me that feel. It just makes it look more like fucking Lightning McQueen. I don't totally get this. I know that I've seen it a lot on drift cars. My guess is to keep the engine cooler because you don't have that there, or so you don't damage that front bumper or something. I don't know. I know this is supposed to be for if you hit anything. You don't fuck your shit up. But I don't know how I feel about that look. I really like this look. There's still a lot of a lot of options. So this just pretty much shaves it, takes off the logos and stuff. What is this called down here, guys? Is that a diffuser? Is that what that's called? Or is it a splitter? Or is it a splitter in the front and a diffuser in the back? I don't know. That looks like you put a skirt on the car. Oh. See, I kind of like this one right off the bat. But now seeing this one, this is diffuser. I think that's what they're called. That looks nice, man. I actually like that. What the other ones have to offer. Can you make this a convertible? It's fucking awesome. Because I know these are like rack top, right? And then you can buy this hard top part. Well, what did that do? That add a little wing? Yeah, it did. Oh shit. Skirts. Look like it did anything. Between these two from this. Right, mirrors. I've always liked those little like F1 series little mirrors. Like these, there you go. These right here. I've always loved these. I just think they look cool. So that's cool. And then these, I see these with ridiculous wings. So I hope they have those on here because I would love to put one of those crazy ass wings on here. Fish wire holding that shit up. Tension, uh, tension cables or whatever. Oh, I like this little duck lip or whatever, duck wing or whatever you call it. I like that. I like that a lot. Right. I kind of like these because it looks like he has like an aggressive face now. Like he's focusing, he's squinting his eyes because he's focused. Oh, backlights. Those kind of give me like a Corvette kind of feel. Like they don't look bad. Yeah, I don't know about those. I would rather have stock lights than those. But these are not bad actually, and it kind of goes with the look of it. Like it gives it kind of like an aggressive, more JDM, almost like if you add another one, it would be kind of skyline-ish. Well, I think this is just the key, right? What is that? Just like the rear? Nothing? So this is what the full cage. This is just the thing literally for above you. I would want a full cage on that shit. Alright, let's see some of those. Alright, this puts a wide body on it, which makes the back look retarded. See, I prefer this one over the other one, but it's still messing with the way that I have my wheels set up. And I really don't want to make the wheels thinner or smaller than they are. So I think we're gonna go with this one. Or we're just gonna go here with I've been wanting to do a car with no hood, just to kind of do one. It's a big ass fucking engine, a little ass fucking car. Shit. I kind of want to be wanting to do that, but the only reason I don't do that is because if you look at the car, like, yeah, it has some stuff in there, but everything is for the most part like grayed out. There's no like colors on here. I wish you could like, if you upgraded the engine to the most expensive one, I wish it would be dressed up. You know what I mean? Like have it dressed up, or add something on here where you can have like the dress up kit or something. I believe some engines do, some don't. Like this one, literally the only thing here that's the different color is this. Everything else just looks like it's an old school picture in a newspaper. That's what it looks like to me. So I'm gonna go with this one because it has this little thing. I think that's damn cool. We're gonna go with that one. Front bumper. This one. The trunk. Actually don't see the point in shaving these things. Like I don't. Oh, it's not shaving them. It's their little pins. Okay. Um, I kind of want to shave now that I know what they are because that's fucking retarded. But I guess if you, depending how you built your car, does it get rid of these too? No. I think if you did pins, it's because your whole back comes off in one piece. Otherwise, why would you put pins if it already has a lock on it? Yeah, we're not doing that. So back bumper, and what was? I think it was this one. Yeah, we're gonna leave the top on it just because. I don't know. Oh, actually, you know what? If we take it off, we can see the full cage, right? Yeah, let's do that. Feel the breeze on my non-existent hair. We're gonna do that one. Gotta do those F-type mirrors. Wings. We're gonna do that little duck lip. Yeah. Front headlights. I like those ones that were kind of squinting. Yeah. Backlights. I'm gonna stick with the ones. No, these ones. Cause I kind of like the way it looks. I even like the fact that it's like all white. It's kind of cool, but we're gonna be changing that. That's the cage. That's fine. And then wheels, wheels. Because do any of these special ones, I keep holding the steering wheel because it does that little noise. And I take my hand off of it and it starts to. That actually doesn't look that bad, but it's still kind of weird. That actually doesn't look bad. But I think those wheels are more like show car or lowrider car. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about them because I don't hate them, but I don't like them, and I think it has to be a really specific way that actually doesn't look bad. Um, they have to be. It has to be done in a specific way so that the car looks good with them. Like you can't just throw those on anything and expect that shit to look good. I like these wheels, but I like them when they're small. Like for drag cars, they have like huge back tire, small little skinny front tire. Then those look good. I think we found our wheel boys. Yeah, yeah, that's the wheel. That's definitely. And did it just charge me for the rims and not nothing else? Because it took everything off. What the hell? Ah, here we go again. First one. That was that one. No top. That one. That one. Those. That's fine. Oh, did I completely skip over the exhaust? What the hell? That's kind of like just a regular tip. That one's just a huge ass fucking pipe. Kind of curious to see the backfire that'll come off of that. All right, now there it is. So that actually looks pretty damn cool. Like if I saw this in the street, that would, I mean, that would be fucking awesome. If someone has something like this, I know I've seen a lot of these, but I haven't seen all of them, and obviously some people build them a lot different. But if I was to see one like this, like on bags that would just drop like this and then straighten the fuck out when you're driving, I think I'll be definitely one that I would try to get a little picture of. Oh, I didn't even notice that with the hood. Ventilation, nice. Bonus, I just like the way that this shit looked on it. All right, so that's it for this. Um, I think we're gonna go ahead and paint it. We're not gonna put vinyl on it. We're just gonna paint it. Um, the wheels. I think I want to go with like a darker color on the wheels, darker than normal, but I Still think I wanna. No, shit, that looks like just about every Honda I saw fucking growing up with red rims and shit, all white with red rims. So I want them dark, but I don't want them black. I think it's good right there, like that. And I don't think I'm gonna paint the other part of the rim. I mean, this doesn't even matter because this shit don't even have any, really, except for that front one. And then here, I think this car, I think it'll look good in red. But yeah, yeah, like that. But I want to put like, hopefully I could do it with once I do the other one. See, I wanted to give it like a shine, but I want it to be almost orangey. There it is. Just bring it down just a hair. But I feel like if I was to maybe put like a light blue on here, bring up the blue, take it down so it's a little darker, right? And then do the same, but over here make it almost like going into purple. You see that glow that's giving it? Like that midnight effect, you know what I mean? Yeah, I like that. And then with the wheels and everything, yeah, that's what it is. That's what it's gonna be. All right, now, so now we're gonna go drive it around, do our normal track, like always, just trying to get the feel for the car. And then once we have the feel for the car, then I'm gonna come back and see about some quick vinyl, just a quick little here and there. If I like what I do right off the bat, I'll keep it. If not, I'll take it off, and then I will fix it when I'm not recording, so I don't eat up so much of your guys' time. And then we will, what do you call it? On the next video that I start, we'll start with this one, and we'll display how it looks and all that stuff. But for now, let's go into some drifty drift. What do we got here? Lit. This one's always active, but it's not something that's close to me. This one has 2, 3. This is actually closer to Facebook. The thing with this one, the reason why I don't go into it too much is because from the one time, I don't know if it's what they do every time, but I've gone on it, and it's someone who's literally in this server with a bot or something monitoring, and then he's live streaming, so he's getting views and credits and stuff like that on that group from people that are playing the game that don't even know, and he's low-key getting fans and all this kind of stuff, you know? But I'll come in here. I want to see what everybody else is driving. Oh, that midnight purple. There you go, guy. The love tap to let me know you were there. Huh? Yeah, I love the color, man. I have a car that has kind of a similar color to it, and that other guy uses. This one I was gonna look. Go to the server, enjoy your stay, follow us on Facebook, Instagram. But the car is at well. A few more pics. I think your front wheels are gonna snap. Probably. Yeah, man, this car moves. That is crazy. This actually probably, it feels like one of the faster cars that I have, but that 50 is pretty damn fast. That 350Z. little bit I didn't want to hit him because I don't know if he's doing a lap or if he's in ghost mode when they do that challenge or whatever that you can go in reverse and make another scene. I don't know which one he's doing, so. Thought I was gonna save it, but not even close. And slide it in. Going too close in there, so I have to like slow down a little bit so I kind of back off. This car is a lot, because it's so quick, you do have to move the wheel a lot more. Probably not a lot more, it feels like a lot more because you have to do it faster than with the other cars. Oh shit. With the other cars, it's like you put it in there and it kind of just stays, and it takes a minute for you to get to the next section. And with this one, since you're kind of flying through the sections really fast, you're just having to do a little bit, not a little bit more, you just have to do everything quicker. And it feels like you're doing more because you're having to go quicker. But it fucking feels good as hell. Surprised it was like one of the first cars that we bought, and I never really did anything to it, so that's crazy. If I only would have known. They also did change the way the game handles, like the cars and stuff like that, from how I remember, so that might be why it's like this too, though. Gave it too much brake and handbrake at the same time. Almost stalled me out. Now this game does have, if you have a really good wheel, you have like the one that has the clutch and all that, you could actually put all that in here, and I think that would be awesome to be able to engage some of the drifts with just the clutch. This car fucking dips out. That's crazy. Now this would be a good car to do a little like actual track racing in, because you could kind of like actually just race it, and then you could also race it because of how fast it's moving. You could also drift some corners if you needed to kind of get around them to get a better entrance or whatever, faster speed. Out of the way because it keeps getting stuck in my fucking pit, and then it just yanks the headset in. What? Not the... the snap of the hospital and my super just then. Get on Facebook and Instagram later. was wondering what that car was, so I guess it's a Supra. Look at that hole. Don't what? And to be honest with you guys, I still don't know how to fucking write shit on here to write people stuff. Hoping to drag it out so I can get close enough to buy some time to be able to do that pause method. It's way too far out and way too close in. Because I'm on that fucking that little rubber strip, it's making my fucking wheel go crazy. To let off, or I was going to go into the grass. I think I'm going to go get my 350 so they can see it. Since he was taking pictures of cars. Might as well let him have a picture of that one, and then we'll come back to this car. That's if he's still there, because who knows if he's going to stay there that long. I don't know how many people are still in there. It's just him and one other person. Circle all day with this thing. If it was staying on the inside or on the outside. He fucking booked it. I wanted to see if he wanted to do. I've done it with people where you're going one way, they're going the other way, and you try your hardest not to hit one another, and you crisscross the whole time. It's pretty cool. I don't know how to bring up the chat. I wish I did, but I have no fucking idea. How to bring up the chat. No, that's not what I was trying. I have no. See, it doesn't tell you. I don't know how these people do it. I wonder if you just press enter. Ah, there it is. I guess I hadn't been hearing the dings. I just moved my pedals up the ass. And there goes my pedal. I didn't think it was gonna be as easy as just literally pressing enter to fucking enter the chat, but hey, fuck it, you know? That's what I love about this game. Nothing is complicated. It was more complicated me figuring out that I needed to do that than it was to actually do it, so. Back to that other car, because that's what the video is supposed to be about anyways. Yeah, so back. I don't know if there's gonna be people in there actually trying to do anything, so we'll probably go in there, try it a few more times since there's people are joining in, and if not, we're gonna go to the other one, see if we can get some runs with people. I want to compare it to other people, not necessarily compare it, but run it against other people, because I want to see move the clip on this. I want to see how it compares to some of the quicker cars, because this is like genuinely fast. So I want to see if if it can keep up to like the faster, like the Corvette. Oh, that car is fucking fast as shit. So I want to see how this thing goes compared to that. Maybe it just feels like that way because the car's so tiny, but that's the way the game makes it feel. But this thing feels fast. Almost saved it. Hold on real quick. Junior, did you need something? My son kept looking over the green screen and I was like, what's going on? There it is. I was like, can I do it? Can I do it? I didn't want to say it and then mess it up, so I just didn't say nothing. But that's cool. Where's I played with him the other day too. He was actually one of the people that, after they hit you, he was like riding on there like he was, I'm sorry, or he would try to move out of the way or whatever. Too much. Look, he's taking pictures of everything. This car feels good, man. Like, I want to take it to another track. Probably gonna do this like 1 or 2 more times. But probably just this time, and then take it to another track and see how it handles on another track. Because I feel like, unlike the other cars that I feel like I need more power, more speed to be able to do some of the other tracks, this one feels like it might have too much for the other ones. So, which is good because then I can kind of learn how to do them. I want to say What's Up was the one that has this car. It's not a Jetta, but he has the Fast and the Furious Jetta painted on, like that graphic on it. It looks pretty damn cool. Obviously, he's using the BMW. It was like the BMW from Most Wanted. Oh, I didn't even notice you could see the interior on this thing. That's fucking cool. We're gonna park it right here. We're gonna go hit up another track. Hopefully we can find one. Normally I go in here and there's always tracks with a bunch of people in them. But hopefully we can find a track, different track with a bunch of people in them. So that's what I usually find. Kind of like do the video, but for whatever reason, every time I do a video, that's when everybody writes to me or messages me or sends me emails about stuff. Throughout the whole day, I don't get none of that. And then as soon as I start trying to record or stream or whatever, I get it a whole lot. So I don't want to have it off and miss them, because a lot of times there are some that are people trying to do a collaboration of some sort, or asking me for advice on certain editing stuff. So I don't want to turn it off. One has 9. I don't think I've ever driven here. No name. Let's check this out. Is this the one I did? I did one the other day. I couldn't remember what the fuck it was called. Oh, the lag. I think I move out of the way just in time though. Look how many people it is. Those people are not even trying to drift. They're just trying to catch up to one another. That guy didn't have an engine sound. That's the first time I've heard someone without an engine sound other than myself. And I think I just lost my engine sound. You kidding me? Just literally got into this fucking lobby. Come on. Oh, this lag, man. It's gonna make this shit damn near impossible. Fucking Jesus, are these people actually racing though? What are they? I don't know what they're doing. Yeah, I can't do this. I need to have that engine sound. I might just start a lobby myself and go to a random. There's one that's called LA Block. I've never done it. I'd love to do it. I think these people are just racing. Gonna be a race. This is not the car for it. I mean, it might be the car for it, but not with the setup. I got no more gear. Yeah, this is not gonna be the car for it. No gears. Yeah, this is not gonna be the one. And this lag is fucking ridiculous. Look at that lag. This is why you need a shifter so you can shift. And this is also when you're doing racing, you don't want 900 degrees of angle, which is what I want on my wheel. So I guess we're gonna have to use some drifting to kind of get around these turns. No, that's not gonna happen. Alright. Jesus. From going into the fucking dirt shit. Alright, let's get out of this thing. Let's see if we can find another one that has some sort of people on it. This is one that I've done. And these are far away. The day that I want to try something else, they did not try this, even though I know this is gonna lag. And I don't even see anybody here, so. Test track? I think this is the test track. And the lag, man. The lag just kills me on this. Because you could be doing so good and then the lag will just throw you completely off. liked about that. Damn it. What can I do with this car? I think it's because I'm pushing the brakes too damn much. What I'm doing. This is actually not a bad track. Like I said, when you're doing the touch things on it, it feels completely different. Just actually drifting it. I don't know if it's because of how it just loads it in so quick, or because it's still trying to save technically the progress that you haven't saved when you're tuning your car up or setting your car up. But it takes something out of it that makes it feel different. But the track does feel different when you're just doing it as a track. Because people are going to be going backwards. I think, did they change it to backwards? Because I reset myself. No, we're going backwards. I didn't stay where I was supposed to be at, but going to be doing, because now he's going the right way. Like if this track is better backwards, I believe you could put all these in reverse. So if they want to do it backwards, just all the host has to do is change it to reverse. I can't do it because the car, like when I drift it, it uses too much fucking momentum. See? It wants to bog. So I think this car is fast, but I think if I bring a car that had more power, not necessarily more speed, just more power, it'll be fine. Or if I had the shifter, just let out the fucking... I'm not gonna run in reverse because that's not what the track was set up as. So. it's definitely fun doing a different track, especially something like this. It's kind of open. Like yesterday, we did one that was like a playing court or court. So these guys are having so much fun doing in reverse. Just put the track in reverse. I look forward to winning in reverse. I just don't want to be doing it in reverse because then when it comes time to, like, if I mess up or something and I need to press the reset button, it's gonna face me the wrong direction, and chances are it's gonna spawn me in front of a person that I was trying to avoid. And if we just have it flipped, I'll be able to do that whenever I hit the respawn button. For that reason alone, we're gonna back out real quick because there's not much people here anyways. We're gonna let's try out the graphics thing real quick. If we can't come up with anything crazy. I would love to do one of these on there if I was able to change the color on it. But there's no, I believe there's no way of changing the color on this. So and I think it'll be a car that we purposely paint a certain way to be able to throw the skin on it, which I probably will do. What they have already made. Where I got the mouth from. And see, he has like a little spike that's kind of supposed to be his nose, where the nose starts or whatever. I'll make sure that I have that in there. Even then, I think this is something that'll probably look better. Back of the, but see, right now I don't know why it's doing it. What it's normally, it's exactly where this is. That's where you see the graphic. But right now, it's not even. Oh my god. And to be honest, this car is pretty plain the way it is. If anything, maybe a sticker or two on the back or something. Nothing too crazy. I kind of like the way this came out without anything in it. Or not in it, but on it. Just a very clean look. We might just end up leaving this alone and just actually doing it to cars. They feel like they need a little bit more. And there's 8 people in it now. I said I wanted to do other ones. I would try this one even though it's gonna lag like crazy because of where it's at. I've been holding the gas the whole time and the car just not even moving for the lag. Oh my god. I get teleported. I don't know this one, so I don't know where I can fucking give it gas and where I can't. And that pattern on the floor is very distracting. Like a strobe light in your face. Oh, I thought I was gonna be able to save that. I've done this track once before with the wheelie car, and I hit that rail so hard that I actually flipped and ended up inside that rail. And I couldn't get out because I didn't know that you could respawn. And that's originally how I learned how to respawn. I had to look at the menu and was like, oh, respawn car, how do I do that? I ended up learning how to do it because of that. Until then, I didn't know that you could do that. I feel like maybe the Z would be really good on me. Why? Because you gotta go backwards. But I think this is one of those ones that you don't have a choice, because once you get to the bottom, I don't know, I don't think there's much else you can do. So it's kind of like everybody in a group has to drift to the bottom, and then everybody as a group has to drift back up. Probably have to be looking at the map a little bit more than normal, so that I can know what turns are coming up. And I know there's another round, another route. It's over here. That's where this guy's coming from. Ah, that's it. Definitely didn't know how to enter that. That's a little powerful. I definitely need to play this more to kind of know it, and also set up this car different because third gear is actually not good right here. I think you don't want a car that's really fast. You want a car that has really good torque, a really good torque in the lower. Like my little truck will probably be good for you because that thing, as soon as you hit the e-brake, it'll start fucking going. This doesn't. Man, that shit on the floor is distracting as fuck. Doing pretty good up to that point. Lag, Jesus. So this was pretty cool, but I think this one definitely needs to be done in a group, so that you know what the fuck you're doing. Because like this is very unorganized. Everybody goes like the same way up, the same way down. It's going to cause a lot of collisions. But yeah, that's going to be it for this one, guys. I'm going to go ahead and leave you guys here. Like I said, I might work on the vinyl on this thing. I really like the way it is right now. So I might not even touch it, but that's gonna be it for this one, guys. Like I said, if I do move it around, it'll be the first car that we'll see on the next video. And the next video is gonna be this little car right here. Don't know what the hell it is, but it's gonna be this one. So, until then, guys, peace.